going to tune in and check this reading out. Okay, so the one that okay, so I was going to do Why Are You So Attractive? But then, I was like, okay, I recently did that, but it's okay to do them again because there's always different energies and different people that come on to my reading. So I'm like, okay. So I thought, why are you so divine? I thought that would be a great one. So thank you to my new and old subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's just showing love. Okay. And thank you to the people that's not showing love. I appreciate everybody. All right. So let's get to it. So let's see. I had got a message into the thick of it, into the thick of it, and that was from I think it was Backyardigans. It's one of those kids shows. Okay, so into the thick of it. So um, that's coming out again. So that's important. So to let you guys know, you're in a thick of it. Like you're at the precipice of something spectacular. Okay, whatever that is for you, because each person is going to be different, but you're in the precipice of something so phenomenal. And it's just like, get ready, get excited, okay? And into the thick of it, into the thick of it, into the thick of it, okay? The first card that came out is the Shaman's Journey, okay? So, you know what a shaman does? It gets down and dirty. It gets to the shadow. It gets to the root. It helps. It heals. It clears. It. So what makes you divine is a lot of you are on your shaman's journey. You're getting to the root of everything in your life. You're healing. You're not going to be able to heal every single thing in your life, but it's like the focus is on the main areas that have been affecting you for many lifetimes, or just this lifetime the most, whatever. You're healing it, you getting it, right? So whatever's the most destructive um and weight being held down, holding you down, right? You are healing it. You are releasing it. Okay. So this stone here is numite. Okay. It says on the card, found in Greenland, numite is one of the oldest crystals at over 1 billion years old. It can be used in a shaman's journey when doing a soul retrieval. Soul retrieval is a spiritual practice of reclaiming and healing a lost or fragmented soul due to a traumatic experience. How many have been through traumatic experiences, okay? And parts of you have been left at that site in that moment. And we're all learning how to call it back. So what makes you divine is you are in this place of recognizing what has been affecting you, and you're doing whatever work that needs to be done to heal that. That makes you divine. The glistening sparkles of numite help restore one's natural light, and the color black grounds it back to the physical body. So the affirmation is, I release all trauma from the past by reclaiming my divine light. I am restored. I am whole. Okay. So what makes you also divine is that you are realizing your true divinity, your true power. Hey, blessings, everybody. Your true ability, right? That you're a spark of God, and that you came here to have these experiences, and your experience may not be the same as someone else's, and that's okay. You don't have to be like everybody else. You don't have to walk the path. This world tells us and tries to teach us that we need to be boxed in, and we need to live as a box, and we need to walk as a box and talk like a box and all of this stuff. But in reality, we don't need to do any of it. Okay? So we're all learning how to be our true self. Okay? So you guys are learning how to be your true self. Like, again, that song is into the thick of it, into the thick of it. Like, you guys are just in the middle of something spectacular. It just feels so great. I saw an obelisk, so that might be significant for somebody. Okay. What also makes you divine is you're recognizing about yourself that you have to stand on business. Okay, you have to stand firm on what you say you're going to do and who you say you are and what you say you believe and what you say you're going to do. However, you just realizing that this is who you are, or this is what the path you are laying out for yourself, and you're standing on business. And that's what makes you divine as well. Yeah, that's dope. Right? So your nose is your nose and your yeses are your yeses. And if you are not there, you are learning how to bring yourself to that space. You're recognizing that, oh, wait, I said this. And, it's like you are now in this space. Some of you are already there. Some of you are right in this space right now learning this, right? That I have to be honest with myself. I have to be truthful with myself, okay? And honest with yourself just means that in this moment, you may feel like, oh, I have a lot of things to do, but part of you is like, well, I need to sit down for a moment. I have too much on my plate. Let me sit for a second. Let me think about this. Let me take a rest for a moment. Let me put my burdens to the side for a moment, right? You are learning how to be honest with yourself and honest with whatever you got going on, okay? And saying, okay, that might just mean like, I need to call out of work today. And I know I need the money, but my spirit just feels so heavy. My body feels heavy. I feel so worn down. And then what will happen is when you're honest and you move in this space, the divine is going to bring in an opportunity where you'll be able to make the money that you didn't make that day. Because you listen to your spirit. You listen to what is internal. Internal is truth. What's external is false. We are all learning this. Not everything you see outside of you is truth. So let's see. Let's try a different deck. Hold on. Well, this is just a few different decks. This is like 2 or 3 different decks. So hold on. Let me just see what comes out. But yeah, so you are in the thick of it. You're realizing what you need to know and what you need to do and who you need to be. Okay. Number 3, significant. You might be seeing 333. You might be seeing 33. You might be seeing just single threes. You might be seeing a number 30. Okay. This is significant. All right. 3s are significant, right? Some of you might be even a life path number 3. Communication. You're learning how to communicate your truth and stand on business with that. Not a lot of people will agree. Not a lot of people will walk with you, talk with you. Not a lot of people will support you. And that's okay. We all here for a different reason. Okay. Those who are meant to be a part of your journey will be. It's like we're all freaking learning this. Like what will be, will be. Okay, what is that song? Whatever will be. Que sera, sera. Okay. So you're learning this. And on the card, it says fire energy. And honestly, ain't that something? We literally just went from, was it an Aries new moon? Or Aries moved somewhere in the house. I think somewhere Aries is moving. It's something about Aries. Or are we in Aries season right now? Did we move into Aries? I think we just moved into Aries season too. Or we're moving into Aries season. Because I think we was in Pisces. I'm going to double check, but something significant Aries. I think the new moon is in Aries. I know we had a solar eclipse on the 29th, and this is the 30th. So this is significant. Basically, I'm trying to let you know that the fire energy is real. It's real, okay? That's solar, and we're on a Sunday. Well, we moved into Monday now, but that solar energy. So we actually might be in the 30. Yeah, we're in the 31st now, because I started this at like 11 something. So at night. So anyways, whenever you see this as a message for you, that fire energy is very prevalent in your life. And so that passion, that growth, okay, that zest for life, moving forward, that ambition, okay, that drive, okay, to be driven towards what feels right, for you. Okay. And it may not agree with everybody else, but it is you moving in that space of knowing what's right for you. Okay. So creativity, sexuality, spirituality, passion, transmutation, and Holy Spirit. This is all that number 3 has to offer. All right. So a lot of you are learning this right now in this space. Okay. Blessings, blessings. All right. So let's see. Some of you might even be fire signs. So that also is significant. So Moldavite. Some of you, you need Moldavite. Some of you, you've worked with Moldavite. Some of you, you just carry the energy of Moldavite. Okay. It's not conventional. You're not a conventional person. Okay. You've had to be in the past, but you've learned how to just make things work for you in the way that works for you on your journey. Okay. Rose quartz. Okay, some of you guys working with rose quartz will be beneficial. Some of you already work with rose quartz. What makes you divine is your unconventionality, right? What makes you divine is your love for life, your love that you give to people, the love that even if you don't receive it back, it's just that you are embodying love because you are love. You've embodied it. Okay. And no matter how much you try to run from love, love is just an embodiment. It's you. It walks in you. You breathe it, you talk it, you walk it. Right. And, you know, people may have deemed you as foolish or naive, but it's just because you are the walking embodiment of love, and you are learning how to honor what love represents and what it means for you. Okay. And that's divine. All right. So watermelon tourmaline. Okay. Another pink. So your heart chakra. So you guys have been doing a lot of work on the heart chakra. You might have, you know, felt that you were different than you are now because you've been through more trauma. So your heart had been closed for a bit, but it's opening back up, honey. It's opening back up. It's just you're wiser now. You have more wisdom, but you are the embodiment of love. So you can never really turn love off, because if you're that's who you are. You are the embodiment of it. Okay. And if you really look at the card, right, they're both holding up, okay, this light, but it's really a portal. Really, in truth, it's really just a portal. And she is being helped so she doesn't have to do it alone. Okay. Do you see that the spirits that walk with her are holding up most of this portal, right? And she is the facilitator. So you guys are energy holders. You, wherever you locate yourself, there is some type of energy you exude, or it's like you make way for something. So you're making way for shifts to take place wherever you're called to be. So if you're guided to move somewhere, you know, move a city over or a state over, or even cross country, right? Whatever the case may be, you are supposed to be there. It's something about your energetic signature that you bring. You shift the things that are around you. You change things. Okay. You open people's minds. Thank you so much for subscribing. So, you facilitate a change, your energetic signature. Okay. We all hold a different type of energy, and we're all where we're supposed to be when we are supposed to be there. Okay. God uses all of us to make changes. Okay. And you know, the twins, seek Jesus Christ. When did the name Jesus even come into existence? The J, when did it start? Why do you think that that's the true name? It's Yeshua. And also, it's, people don't realize that the beings that we follow, that we're taught about, did they really physically actually exist? Or did what they represented is what we are supposed to acknowledge and be like? Okay. God said he uses all people. Okay. We are all being used in different ways. Okay. And we are all here to make a change in different ways. Some of you are meant to bring chaos. Some of you are meant to bring pain and suffering. That is your role that you play. Okay. And they sure doing a whole lot of it in this world. All right. And others of us, we're here to bring the light. God would not give us gifts to utilize and would not create anything unless we are to utilize it. Okay. And it's a choice how you choose. What is your intention when you utilize whatever you are using? Is your intention to use your voice to harm people, to control people, to belittle people, to bring them down? Or is your choice in the words that you use to heal, to help, to encourage, to open someone's mind, to help them find a way to their truth? Whatever your truth is that's your truth. Don't bring it over to somebody else. And don't try to bring down or make a person feel as though whatever their truth is wrong. You don't know what my truth is. You don't know what I seek. You don't know. All I know is that I see God, and God is inside of me, and I go within me every day to connect with God. I don't need to go through a middle person to get to God. And people may, look at me a certain way, whatever. Okay. I've learned a lot. Okay. I know where I stand. Do you know where you stand? It's funny how the people who always talk about Jesus are the most hateful, evilest people. It's a real sad story. It's a real sad story. But anyways, y'all, what makes you divine is that you are here. You help to alleviate the stress of others. You help to encourage people to not be so stressed out, to be so weighted down by the world. You try your best to speak life. You could be going through so many things, but people would barely even know it. They barely even consider you going through anything because you don't carry it the way that the others do. You don't even show that you're going through it because you stand firm and you know that God is carrying you. God is going to lead you to where you need to be, who you need to be. You don't carry the stress like a lot of other people. You let it fall off. You let the weight of the world, you just kind of like, you just have a different kind of trust and faith. Whatever you trust in, however you move in, your faith and your trust is strong, and you don't let the weight of the world really bog you down for long. You might be down for a little bit, but you bounce right back up. Okay, you figure it out and you keep it pushing. Okay. I don't need your prayers. I don't need your prayers. No, thank you. I don't need your prayers. Okay. I don't need you praying on me, okay, on my energy or anything. I don't need your prayers. Okay. I don't need that. No, thank you. Because I know that it's not coming from a divine place. Okay. I know it's not coming from a divine place. So please don't come on here. Okay. All right. And so we got kyanite, all right? So also, what also makes you divine, right, is that you know how to, or you've been learning how to take care of yourself, how to reconnect to your roots, how to connect to the truth of who you are, and then connect to God within, to connect to all that is. You know how to do that. And you guide other people how to get to that space as well. All right. That's a beautiful place. And the light, look at the light. So your third eye is opening. Okay. Your crown chakra is aligned and open. It's a beautiful thing. You are very divine. Okay. All right. So, yeah, people don't eat. The ones that push that agenda, y'all don't even realize this is just an agenda you're pushing. It's just an agenda that you're pushing. Instead of encouraging people, showing love, y'all show hate. And this is why a lot of people, if you look around the world, there's a lot of people walking away because the truth is inside. It's not outside. It's inside. All right. So I like to utilize the cards because they're the beauty, the art. But I get my messages from God and within. I don't have to use the cards. I just really love to. So people say, oh, it's evil, it's bad. Why would it be evil when God allowed people to create? create everything. Everything that's created here. It's all about your intention. Everything that's placed here is intention. Are you intentionally using something to harm your fellow brother or sister? Or are you intentionally using whatever you have to uplift and to help, support, encourage? That is what it all comes down to. What is in your heart is what is going to be judged. When everything is weighed, okay, your heart against the feather, what is your heart going to be said? What is it going to say? Is your heart going to be weighed down because of life and because of all these experiences? I do not deny God. I know God. God lives inside me. I see God everywhere. I see God in the flowers. I see God in the grass. I see God in the air that I'm able to breathe. I see God in the wind. I see God in the sun. I see God in the clouds. I see God in everything. But you choose to say, you need to follow this one being to get to this one, to do this, to do that. All of these rules that you know not of. Exactly. 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 But it's for them to figure it out. It's for them to find out. You know. So, spiritual protection. So, Cheryl White, okay, you have a lot of spiritual protection. Okay. There's moments where you know where you have what you have to do and where you have to be, and you're moving in that space. Sometimes you may feel like, I gotta go out here, I gotta do this, I gotta take care of that, I gotta do that. And then sometimes your spirit will be like, no, you need to sit down. You need to take a moment. You need to stop. You need to not do that. Right? So, you guys are learning how to follow that. Follow the inner guidance system within you. That is very powerful. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Okay. Focusing on our priorities, right? So what makes you divine is you know how to focus in on what is right for you. What needs to be taken care of by you. Okay? If you notice, look, she's in the clouds. She's an angel. Okay? You carry this angelic frequency. Okay? You carry this angelic energy with you. You have been learning how to embrace you, what you represent. You're learning how to block out the distractions, because honestly, in my opinion, I think everything is a distraction. It's positive and negative distractions. Are you focusing more on the negative distractions, or are you focusing on the positive distractions? Anything that takes you away from that relationship you have with the divine, it's a distraction. Everything is a distraction. But like I said, there's good and there's positive. Well, not say good or positive. There's negative and positive. So which one are you focusing on, the negative or the positive? That's how I see it. This is just for me, because everything is really like there's so many things around you to pull you left and right. So you just learning how to focus in on what's important for you on your journey. Because what I've learned is what we do, each one of us, what we do right, what we take care of, we set up for others to be right, right? For others to do well, to be well. So the more you are able to get in that space of taking care of yourself and healing and loving and understanding and freeing yourself from the shackles of the mind control that's been imposed on the collective, right? Because this is a collective. We are all a part of a collective, right? Some of us are supposed to stay asleep for the rest of our life, right? And then there's other of us that's supposed to wake up, and we plant the seeds for others to awaken when their time is right. But we're not here to push nothing. It's not no the goal is not to push anything on anybody. It's just to be you in these moments and then allow others to be them. So whatever you learning how to not control other people. You just stand firm on who you are. And that's a beautiful thing, okay? That's a really beautiful thing. Yep, put God first. Seek first God and everything will work out. Matthew 6, verse 33. Okay, what did I say earlier about threes? Threes was significant. Then we got 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. So that's, again, more threes. Threes are significant. And it's Matthew 6, verse 33. Okay? So understand, so you put God first, and whatever you're doing on your journey, you acknowledge God, you move forward. Whenever good things happen for you, you acknowledge the divine. Okay? Because what would we do without it? Right? What would we do without the divine? Like, real talk, I don't know. What would you do? Okay? What would you do? Yeah, focus on your priorities. What's important? Okay? Focus on your priorities. So we're learning what's important, and you already makes you divine is you know what's important. You're moving on that. But the others of people around you, you know, their minds are not in the same space, and that's okay. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let's get the charm. So, okay. Okay, so. All right, so we got a charms. It's an extra message. So the building blocks, one by one by one, okay? Everything you are called to do, it is going to take a step, one step forward, another step forward. Everything doesn't come all at once. You can't build a house in one day, okay? But with God, you can do all things, okay? So you're being encouraged to keep moving forward and not to give up into a, you heard that ding, right? Know that you're not alone on this journey, all right? And that everything that you're building, you are being rebuilt as we speak, okay? You're being rebuilt as we speak, all right? So who you thought you was is all that shedding. All of the falsehoods are being shed, okay? This is significant. More blocks. So if I put this one on top, look at it. It's all new. Just by me adding these two pieces, it's all something new. And so you are being rebuilt. You're being built anew. God is taking what was and what is, and you're now. All right? You're being watched. You're being watched carefully. Okay? Many eyes are on you. Many eyes see you. They see what your potential is. They see what you're driven by, your goals, your aspirations, your hopes, your dreams. They see. And there is help there, and there is harm. But you understand that whatever is being sought, whatever sees, trust that the divine got you. Going to lead you on a path that is righteous, that is right for you. All right? So no matter who's watching and what they think and what they're trying to do, doesn't matter. None of it matters. Because at the end of the day, if you are in alignment and your intuition, you're in alignment and you're trusting your intuition, which is God leading you, that's the Holy Spirit that leads you, you ain't got nothing to worry about, no matter what's being pushed against you, okay? All right? So what is very important to understand, look at this. Sometimes we feel like we can't go on, right? Sometimes we feel like whatever steps we make, it doesn't matter. It's not important. But every step you take is very important. And you have to consistently be flexible. You got to be able to move and to change as times change, as things are, as you're being led forward, okay? Oui, Perry. No, sir. But some of y'all, you might find yourself drawn to Paris. You might be drawn to France. Some of you guys may be drawn to um, this space in your life where you're being encouraged to really believe in your dreams, really believe in reaching higher heights. Okay, really seeing yourself as the divinity that you really are, like seeing yourself as true potential, pure potentiality, which you are. You have so much light, and that light, you can turn it into something great. Hold on tight. Okay, you're in creator mode right now. All right, have faith, right? Have faith. Picking the fruit, right, that is ripe. Allowing the ripe fruits to come down from the tree naturally. All right. You are going to be able to see where you need to be. You're going to be guided. You got to have faith. You got to trust. You got to keep your ears open. God gave you gifts. Utilize the gifts that God gave you. That's it. If you're worried about money, don't be worried about it. It is not real. Currency, though, is real. That energy behind the money is real. So as you continue to build up your currency, your spiritual currency, it becomes manifested in the physical, that currency. Okay? Nature can help. Nature can help you. There's lots of uses that nature has. And the world is kind of poisoned nature. It's done so much damage to nature. And nature has been fighting back over and over and over again. And we are being called to keep on working on healing nature, healing the earth. Because without the earth, what would we do? What will we do? What would you do without the earth, without what's natural, the natural resources? What would you do? You wouldn't survive. You wouldn't make it. So you're being called to continue to help Mother Earth. We always working on everything else, but make time to help Mother. Help the Mother. Stabilizing. A lot of y'all learning how to stabilize. No matter what is told to you by others and their judgments, because that's what people live by. They live through their own judgments, their own fears, and they push that agenda onto others. That's it. That's all that's continuously happens. People keep pushing their own agendas onto others. Okay? So there's a great opportunity that's going to come, and the world is going to shift. Your world, within your circle, within your space is shifting because that opportunity is presenting itself. The rose, as he rose in time. Okay? So time and flowers. Some of you, roses are going to be significant. You may start seeing more roses because that's showing that that opportunity is presenting itself. So you may go somewhere and you talk to a person and their name is Rose, and that person is the one who gets you that job opportunity. Or you may talk to somebody and there may be somebody holding a bouquet of roses nearby, and that's the thing that opens the door and opens your mind to realizing your truth. What is the truth of who you are? Like, it's like it triggers something within you to really awaken. Okay? There's so many ways that what is right for us comes in and comes towards us. So it's really a beautiful thing. So keep your eyes open for the rose, okay? Like Mary Magdalene with roses, right? Significant, all right? And then Got to keep your head. You got to keep your head up, and keep your shell. Okay, keep your protection up, and keep your shell strong and hard. Okay, because there's a lot of people whose mind is still thwarted within a system. A lot of broken people continuously pushing this broken agenda to keep everybody broken and keep them. If you're broken, you're easily controlled, you're easily manipulated. So it's a really sad thing. But you keep your head up, you keep on moving forward. Yeah. Yes, roses have thorns, but that's the protection of the rose. A rose is very unique. A rose is very powerful. Okay? So the thorns are placed on the rose as protection. Okay? Something so delicate can't just be, it needs protection. So God placed protection on the rose as the thorns. So not everybody will be able to touch rose. Like the story of Jesus, right? He not touch the hem of his garment, right? You weren't supposed to, but they did, right? That was divinity. So if you look at the rose as the divine, not everybody's going to be equipped with handling the rose, but those who are meant to touch the rose without getting pricked by the thorn will be able to. They will be able to touch the rose, appreciate the rose, love the rose. Yeah, exactly. It's just a lot of people that come on YouTube that be like, they're very judgmental, and yeah. So I live in a world, you live in a world, we all live in a world of duality, and through duality we have light and we have dark, and we have people who twist the dark into and make it seem like it's light, and then try to judge those who are actually moving in the light. Okay, nobody's perfect. You cannot fully be perfect, but you know that you are imperfectly perfect, right? Through God's eye, you're perfect, but through the world, because you're in the world, you're imperfect. Because you're in this flesh, this vehicle, you are imperfect. Can't be fully perfect. But it's all about what is in your heart of hearts, your true heart, your intention. Put the intention of love behind everything, and it doesn't matter what anybody has to say. Okay? All right, so I hope you guys have a beautiful, blissful night. Thank you so much for those who tuned in, and those who are, judges, those who have this negative thought process and want to continue to press on and push on and come onto people's page and do that. But you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for those who have a calmer mind to understand and understand. All right, so y'all have a beautiful, peaceful day. Peace, right? Peace is not this way. That's separation. That's we are one. We are one. We just here living different lives. We're one. We're just here living different lives. That's it. We are one. We're here just living different lives. That's it. Okay, so bye. Have a good one. Thanks.